For more on this developing story, we're joined by Vanessa Burger. She's an independent community activist for human rights and social justice. She joins us on the line. Vanessa, you commented last year that this hostel is a reservoir of hitmen. Can you describe for us the living conditions that gives rise to a situation like this?
Well, the living conditions are very degraded. There's virtually no service delivery. The hygiene and the upkeep and maintenance and that at the hostel is appalling, which in turn gives rise to crime, lawlessness, that kind of thing.
Vanessa, the hostel took centre stage during the Morane Commission and conditions were exposed as dirty, dangerous and overcrowded. Now you work very closely with the community. Has there been any improvement in upgrading or improving those conditions thus far?
Absolutely not. In October last year, there was a very large storm that hit Durban and it ripped the roofs off about 70 of the hostel blocks. That's 70. And since that time, nothing has been repaired. So it's actually worsened the living conditions because people who were living on the top floors have been forced to move into already overcrowded rooms in some of the other blocks. So it's actually causing increased tensions in an already very volatile community.
Vanessa, police involvement at this stage a huge worry. You're working closely with residents there. How prevalent would you say police involvement is in hostel crimes of this nature? We do have reports coming in of police R1 rifles being used in not only politically motivated murders, but also hits on taxi operators as well.
Well, that's a huge problem. As you can see by accused number one, excuse me, we need to have a bigger investigation into, firstly, where all these guns are coming from, how firearms like R4s, other police-issue firearms are being used in all of these killings. There seems to be no greater investigation into, say, the hundreds of missing firearms from Durban Central Flats, which was accused number one station of origin between 2014 and today. So that doesn't happen, without assistance or facilitation by superior officers. So, who is going to be looked into? Who is going to be investigated to make sure this kind of thing is going to be stopped? Because the use of firearms, these kind of firearms, and the way official firearms are being used in all different kinds of crimes, it's increasing, and unless police involvement is not properly investigated and the senior officers held accountable, it's not going to stop.
Vanessa, the Morane Commission, at that commission, the NPA and police said that these crimes are not politically motivated but pure criminality. But one gets a sense that the lines are becoming very blurred. What can you tell us about what's happening on the ground and what's actually motivating these crimes?
It is political. It can only be called political. Firstly, well, for two reasons. Firstly, as one of the residents recently said to me, how is it that the vast majority of people who were killed were those who opposed the ward councillor? So, firstly, why is it that hostile people who happen to be killed cannot be killed for political reasons if they are not office bearers? So that must be looked at. And the second aspect of the political aspect is the culture of violence that has grown from the ANC, from the lack of accountability and the sort of general breakdown in law and order, with the culture of impunity, the culture of violence. So on two counts, there's the push factor and the pull factor, the sort of climate that's been allowed to develop. So yes, it's 100% political. Just because it's hostel residents and they don't happen to be office bearers does not make it not political.
All right, Vanessa Burger there. She's an independent community activist for human rights and social justice, joining us on the line.